Hi, I'm Keith Booterball, and I'm here today to talk to you about the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare or Universal Health Care. In preparation for this speech, I watched several speeches online just like it. Strangely enough, whether they were pro or con, none of the speeches really grabbed me. None of them really persuaded me. They had statistics and listed plenty of good reasons to be on their side, but none of them really captivated their audience. So I've chosen a different approach. I don't have cue cards and fancy statistics, and I don't know how many billions of dollars it's going to cost. All I have is a genuine concern for my country and a love and desire to leave her in better shape for my children and for their children. So in matters of such importance, I speak straight from the heart when I tell you universal health care is unconstitutional and immoral. Last week, my class watched the famous Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech, and student after student was quick to notice the charisma and the passion in his voice, and the artistry in his words, and the power and charisma, and the desire to see things set morally right by God and morally right in his country. But when it came time for the main argument and what his main case was, they simply failed to realize. Martin Luther King asked for simply one thing: that we live up to the standards that we ourselves as Americans set. During the revolution, the only revolution that completely replaced government and started a new government based on the fact that all men were created equal and endowed with certain inalienable rights. And the truth is, us Americans, we have several types of rights. We have inalienable rights. Inalienable rights come from God. Inalienable rights trump all laws, tradition. Inalienable rights belong to every person on the planet. We also have legal rights. These are rights guarded by our Constitution. These are the laws that we as a society decided to live by. These are rights such as freedom of speech and right to assembly. And we also have civil rights. These are the rights Martin Luther King was so outspoken about. These are the rights of the individual to protect him from his government or from other individuals. These are the rights that Obamacare violates. Never before have American citizens been forced to participate in commerce, but the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act mandates all Americans must purchase health insurance or face penalty. So why? Why are we purchasing health insurance? Is health care a right? I don't think so. The rights are all listed in our document, the Constitution. So what is in the Constitution if there's not health care? Well, there's the Commerce Clause. The Commerce Clause is Article 1, Section 9, Clause 6 in the Constitution, and it states, Congress may regulate commerce between states, foreign countries, and Indian tribes. Does that sound like regulation between individuals? Is a doctor-patient relationship not commerce between two individuals? You know, healthcare is not a right and has never been deemed a right. In fact, on August 12, 2011, the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals ruled the individual mandate portion, which requires all Americans to buy health insurance, unconstitutional. But I know what proponents will say. We have mandated car insurance. So that's baloney. Here's my son, John, he's 11. Does he have car insurance? Of course not. He doesn't have a car. There's not a mandate to have a car. As a matter of fact, when they mandate insurance, they do so for the purpose of protecting individual rights in case there's an accident. So that type of required insurance protects individual rights. Obamacare stomps individual rights. So what about the rights of the doctors? Where's to leave the doctors? In a free society, does an individual's need constitute another individual's obligation to provide? The answer is no. Rather, it is the duty of free individuals to decide what and whose needs appear most important to them. How else is it immoral? Well, based on the assumption that theft is immoral, let's logically look at what Obamacare does. It requires individuals to pay or be penalized against their will. Theft by government is still theft. All I can do today is ask you in the future, protect our Constitution. Remember where we came from, so we don't spend our golden years telling our children how it was to be free